good ones bad, yeah, they're really always like this. We don't know who's who, but at least we know who Mike is. They love to complain, they got sports on the brain, and they frequently drive each other insane. It's the good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. It's the good and the bad and the Mike.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode and the first episode of 2022 of The Good, the Bad and the Mike. As always, I'm Mushin. That's Cian.
Yay!
And that's Mike.
Hello.
So, yeah, after a week off, we'll just jump straight back into it, I suppose. I mean, we're going to come around to news, but actually, not a whole lot happened in the last 2 weeks. So
A lot of cancelled stuff.
yeah, we didn't really miss much. So let's go to Mike for what's your bit of news?
So, I have Garth Crooks' Team of the Year was released just before New Year's happened, and there was some interesting choices, a few biased decisions, and one very key omission. I'm gonna read it out to you. I want to see if you can guess who did not make the team, and for the life of me, I don't understand why.
Can I
Okay.
make a guess without hearing it?
Go on.
Mane.
No.
No. Salah.
Yes.
Is
The
this,
league's
very
top
happy
goal
with myself.
scorer.
is this a Premier League Team of the Year, or
Premier League Team of the Year.
you can't have a Premier League Team of the Year and not
You have-
include Salah?
I know. And this isn't just being a Liverpool fan.
I mean-
He's the league's top
Okay,
goal scorer.
yes,
and his
but then
top
again,
is-
can I just point out how accurate is Mike's data here, considering that his last news was incorrect?
Very
but
fair.
that was Ajax. Ajax posted that. We go by the
But
thing.
you didn't double check it.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
can
double-check
send
these
the
things.
picture. I can
What
send
a
a
fact
picture
check.
of it.
That's
Right here.
You're still wrong.
Anyway,
All right,
So,
let's
team of the
hear
year
this
is
team of the
goalkeeper
year.
is Ederson.
Right.
That's okay. It is one. He went for a back three of Arnold, Diaz, and Rudiger.
Arnold, Trent, Diaz, Rudiger. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Then he's gone for midfield four. He's put Reece James, which I thought would be a defender, so I don't know why he's in the midfield, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, he plays wing back for
Yeah.
Chelsea this year, I think.
Declan Rice, okay.
Right.
Gundogan and Silva, okay.
With yeah, go on.
And then the front three, here's where it's a bit strange. So the least strange one is Foden. I'll give him credit there.
Right.
So who would you think will be the next two? If you were to say the next two players. Just curiosity.
I know one of them because I'm actually reading.
Look at it.
I know I'm not actually looking at the team, but I'm reading
Spoilers.
an article about how he left out Salah. So I'm not going to say that one. But we've got Phil Foden. We're on strikers. I don't know. I don't think you could put Harry Kane in after the start.
It's not Harry Kane.
Who is it?
So who do you have that you know?
Bukayo Saka.
Yes, Saka has made it. And then Mikel Antonio is the other one.
Antonio's been alright, I suppose. But I like Saka's. I think is just insane.
Yeah.
He's had a good start to the season, but I don't think you could put him in a team of the year.
Yeah?
Like, I think that's fucking stupid.
So there we go. Let's see,
Yay.
see how.
Yeah, no,
Definitely not
I-
a biased podcast here.
Well, I mean, even if we were biased, I think everyone could agree that Salah should be in a team of the year.
I mean, probably. But then again, is he just doing this to make himself relevant so that people will talk about it?
Almost definitely. And it works.
It
Yeah,
worked.
100%.
He said about Saka, he's handled the disappointment of his penalty miss in the Euro 2020 final brilliantly. But, like, he's a Premier League team of the year.
No,
it's
it's
not
a
a Euro
Euro
2020 team of the year.
No, but you can still reference that.
I mean, you can, but like he's done sweet fuck all in the
You
league.
just said he's
he
a good
hasn't
player
done
and played
sweet
well.
fuck
Did you
all,
not just say
that's
that?
true. He's scored 8 league goals in 2021. 5 of those coming in this campaign. So he's had a good start to the season this year. But like I don't remember him setting the league ablaze
league on
at the
fire.
end of last season.
Everyone talked about him.
Yeah, I just don't. I think it's
Well,
bullshit.
is it a calendar year or is it half the Premier League year? 'Cause
No, it's
those
a
are
calendar
two
year.
very different. Ah, yeah, that's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Even if it was just the start of the season, it shouldn't matter. Like, Salah's got 24
Well, yeah,
goals
they'd be
this
different.
year, 15 in his opening 19 at the start of this season. I don't know how you don't include him. But anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
absolute joke. But yeah, go on. Keane, let's go to you.
All right. On the I don't say brighter side of news. On the other side of news, we've got nearly completed the 2022 PDC World Darts Championship because the final is currently being played as we speak.
Oh,
So yeah, I know, big news. I might keep an eye on this, although I might also forget. So we've got Englishman Michael Smith up against Peter Wright in the final. Currently 2 sets each. I think he has best of 13 sets, and it's 2-2 currently, I believe. So keep an eye on that. See if we get a winner on that tonight.
What time is it on at the moment?
Literally on right now. Started, I
Jesus,
think, about 8 o'clock. I know.
Watch party.
Love a bit of darts.
maybe.
All right, let's see. What news do I have? I have a bit of news. Question is what to go for first. Oh yeah, Leo Messi yesterday tested positive for COVID, which is huge for PSG. Not in a good way.
Yeah, I was like, normally people use that in a good term.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
said
Yeah.
that and then went
Huge.
No, that's
This
a-
is
that's
huge.
wrong. It's
That's
just huge news. It's
huge.
very impactful, is what I meant.
Yeah,
to
very
say.
impactful. Very
It has a huge
negatively
impact,
impactful, one could
a
say.
huge negative impact, yes, on PSG. Yeah, because I think their winter break is nearly over. I think, isn't it? So the fact that he only tested positive
Probably.
yesterday, yeah, they play Lyon on Sunday. So the fact that he only tested, oh, actually, never mind their winter break. Playing Lyon on Sunday. They're playing in the French Cup at the moment.
Oh my
At
god.
this second,
Oh my
they're
god.
1-0
So-
up against Van in the French Cup. But more importantly, Lyon is a huge game,
Mm.
and I mean, they've
Are
got a
Leon
good
still
league.
as good as they used to be when they used to dominate the French league? Or like, are they still decent, or what are they like nowadays?
Well, they're sitting 13th in the table at the moment.
Mm,
They
okay.
had a good Champions League run 2 years ago.
Like
Fair.
they're an all right team. They're a good team, but they're just not having a great season. I don't think this year.
Right. I
They've got
get
some
you.
good players. They've got the Cube, Shack Attack, Sherdan Shaqiri.
Oh, the cube.
But yeah, they've got some good players. But yeah, Leo is obviously a huge loss to any team.
Yeah.
So that was one bit of news. Do you guys have any other news?
No.
While we're at it, it's January transfer window.
Yes,
Oh,
I've
it
done
is.
a couple of points.
Oh.
That one impacting Ireland. Aaron Connolly has
Oh,
moved on
yes.
loan to Middlesbrough until
That'd
the
be
end of
good.
the season, I believe. So he might get
If
some
Football
more game time
Manager has taught me anything, that will be better for his development than sitting on, is it Brighton's bench?
there. It is.
Yes.
So, should be doing alright.
Yeah, it'd be good for him to get some game time there. The other piece that I wanted to talk about, actually, I think I had two. Two transfer window news.
Newcastle watch.
Yeah, Newcastle have signed their first superstar.
Boo, boo, boo. And is it Keane's jerseys? New Jersey is going to have. Who won the back, Oisin?
Kieran
How did we get onto
Trippier.
this? How did we get onto this that I'm now a Newcastle fan? I don't remember
'Cause you're
why
bad.
Mike keeps bringing this up.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We brought it up. I'm pretty sure you said you'd wait. We established this the first time when Newcastle was bought that you're going to bandwagon onto them.
Oh, maybe.
And
Yeah,
you
sure,
already
why
given
not?
up.
Well, I didn't know where it started. I wasn't planning it, but could be fun.
But yeah, Kieran Trippier is the first superstar to sign for the new Newcastle side.
I was laughing at how fucked they were with their okay, it's gotten better for them. They're no longer 4 games in hand to the team ahead of them. Now it's down to 2. But at one point they were like 4 games behind the team above them, and that was just hilarious.
They had some good results over Christmas. Some unlucky ones as well.
Oh yeah, but it's just the fact that the other team had 4 games in hand
Yeah.
because they played 2 games in like 3 days. Burnley did. I mean, they lost both of them 3-1, but still kind of funny.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a done deal.
Yeah.
About 25 million, I believe.
Oof.
It's a lot of money.
Well, yeah. Well, we're at it. That means Mbappe's managed to make the January transfer window without signing a new PSG deal, so teams are up to talk to him now.
Yes, and
Oh.
because we can all assume he's going to Real, and because they
Yes,
didn't have to spend
sure.
180 million on him like they offered last
Yeah.
summer,
Now he gets to go for free. The PSG gambit seems to have failed.
and Erling Haaland has apparently told his agent to tell Real Madrid that that's where he wants to go as well. So
Oh my
they'll
God,
have the
yeah.
money.
Both of them. Jesus Christ. Seems unfair.
It does seem unfair. It'll be interesting to see though if it happens. I mean, they'll both be on some insane wages.
Yeah, well, I guess
But
that's
as
the
we know,
bright side.
Spanish
of
teams great with finances.
That's it, but I
Spanish
suppose
teams
with
are
Mbappe going
expensive.
on a free, all that would have gone to his transfer just goes to his wages.
Yeah, it would all go to a signing bonus usually.
Yeah.
Well, not all of it, obviously, but he'll still get quite a large signing bonus. But yeah, it means they have a lot more money to spend on Erling Haaland.
He has the clause that goes for 70 in the window, doesn't he?
75, I think. I'm not 100% on that. I have a few. I have 75 in my head. But
So,
yes,
just on that subject of like pre-contracts,
yes.
Yeah.
surely that's just a terrible thing.
What?
That you can agree to play for somebody else 6 months before you actually sign with them.
Well, it's just you get your contract ready to go, so you're giving your other team notice that that's it. At the end of my contract, I'm over with this team.
Yeah,
As
no, I
soon as-
get that, but that just means then that the other team will be like, all right, sit on the bench. I would not play a player like that. No, go the fuck bench. No, I put him on the reserve team. That's what I do.
I mean,
You're really
Yeah,
going to
doesn't have to
throw.
play for 6 months.
You're really going to throw
I mean-
Kylian Mbappe in the reserves.
Yeah,
They're trying
fuck
to
him.
win your first Champions League.
Fuck him.
also,
If you run away with the
it's
French
not
league,
like it's not
and,
like he
you
told
know-
them last year. It's like I'm not signing anything. Just let me leave now. Get the money.
PSG don't give a shit about the French league though. It's
Yeah.
all about the Champions League.
Fuck him. Okay, well, that's if it's like that good. But if you're a team who's like mid-table in the Premier League, and you're out of any cups, and one of the big 6 has poached one of your best players, I'd be on the board of fuck him, put him on the bench. Like,
And you call me spiteful.
oh yeah, but like, that's just terrible. Like,
It's business.
I
Dean.
mean,
It's just
I
business.
see it no different.
it's good for
than
the
in
players, bad for the clubs.
I see it's no different from the NFL when it's free agency. It's like, nah, I'm going to try free agency and I'm not signing
No,
for
no,
the
no,
next
that's
year.
But
different.
also,
That's-
actually,
That's
I also
Hmm.
think that in your example there, it couldn't happen because I believe the 6-month pre-contract thing is just for clubs outside of your country. So, like, if you're in
So
mid-table in the
okay,
Premier
that
League,
makes
you're
more
top
sense
six.
because it does seem very, what's the term I'm looking for? Match
Paltry.
fixy.
Yeah, I think.
So that would make sense that you couldn't poach and wait, wasn't there that thing where, or was that a sale that the Italian lad agreed to go to the other Italian club so they gave him the penalty in the last game of the year?
Oh, that was so funny. Stefan De Vrij.
That's amazing. Yeah, still love that.
I think if it's in your own country, it's 3 months. But not
Okay.
100% on that.
Hmm.
Um,
Can I also point out one of the bullshit things with transfers that used to annoy me so much as a child, still I think to this day.
Go on.
That's whenever like somebody signs a new contract and they'll be like, "Oh, this keeps Mohamed Salah at Anfield until 2035," and you're like, "No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. You just stop saying it. It's not true." I don't know why that irritates me so much, but when they use that term, it just irritates me. Sorry, I'm in a ranty mood tonight.
That's fair.
Bit of rant.
You still have a calm down from yesterday.
Oh no, I was literally. Well, she was asking me earlier on if I was going to stay up and watch the game, and I was like, probably, but what's the fucking point? Like, I was literally watching the Green Bay Packers game last night at 1 a.m. and I was like, I really don't care anymore. The season's over. Just pack it in.
Pack it away, toys. There was another transfer that I
Yeah,
wanted to
fuck the
discuss
Chiefs.
actually before we move on to fuck the Chiefs,
Hey,
which
shit.
which I could 100% get behind.
I too can stand
We're gonna
behind this
add-
message.
The podcast is taking a stance. Fuck the
Fuck
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
We will not stop until they are.
But the other transfer that I wanted to discuss was Ferran Torres is gone to Barcelona from Man City. It's agreed. 54 million, I believe, is the fee, which is. I'm surprised that he.
A lot considering they're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, first off, that's apparently they're not actually able to register him. It's a whole shit show again because of the wage bill again.
Surely.
So they're gonna have to
Hold
wait
on,
to get
hold on.
someone to sell people before they can register
Oh
him.
my god! Like,
But also,
ugh.
sorry, my God, what were you saying?
I don't understand how when they're in the board meeting discussing, we're gonna go get Ferran Torres, do they say, hold on, is it a done deal? Can we do it, or do we have to do shit first before we can announce it? It's like, surely they have that discussion. That
Yeah,
there's
surely
a chance
there's-
they can't do it. It's not a.
I'm not
we're
sure if
gonna
there's
pay it
nobody
and then
watching
hope.
the cap or the guy watching the cap just doesn't know what he's doing. I really want to know which one it is.
Me too.
When
to
like
be
someone's
honest.
like, "Can we afford to buy him?" Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
Yeah. It says here that we can't. Well, listen to them. Oh, it's never stopped me before.
But his contract is until 2027. But also, like, just according to the independent.ie, just hours after being unveiled as a new Barcelona player, Ferran Torres tested positive for COVID.
Are they back from their winter break? I know they take like a month off, don't they? So
I
he
think
might
they
not.
played. I think they played.
Did they play?
They
Maybe.
played last night against Mallorca, I think.
I suppose it doesn't really
Yeah, they
matter if he has
1-0
COVID if
last
they
night.
can't register him.
Yeah, exactly. What if it's all just a ploy? Maybe he doesn't actually have COVID and they're just saying he does so they have time to
The register.
register him without looking like a bunch of fucking morons.
But with this podcast, no better.
Was
you
he
can't
was
pull
he
the
getting
wool
his
over
game
our
for
eyes,
City?
Barcelona.
Was he actually getting a game for City?
Not
The
really.
odd game. Not, yeah.
Okay.
The
I'm
odd
trying to
game.
work
You'd
out
see him
why you
on.
would jump ship and go from City to Barcelona.
He has 4 Premier League appearances, 2 goals and 1 assist.
Yeah, it's not great.
Um,
After I assume roughly half a season.
he joined in August
Last year?
4th, 2020.
Yeah,
So a
he's
season
last-
and a half.
Jesus Christ! In a season and a half, he's played 4 games.
Well, no, that was.
No,
sorry,
it's this season.
That's this season.
Okay.
This season.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if it was a season and a half and I was getting 4 games, yeah, I'd jump ship and go to Barcelona too. I did that anyway. That's just me.
Should tell that to Donny Van de Beek.
Oof.
He
I
also
assume if somebody offered him, he would go.
fair. Fran Torres apparently also has admitted in an interview that he used City as a stepping stone to get to Barcelona, which I find fantastic.
I love that idea of like City approach to sign him. It's like the Ferran Torres locks in. Will allow to use club as stepping stone. Where?
Well, I mean, hey, Lukaku's essentially doing it.
Now we gonna talk about.
I think we could
All
move
that?
on.
I
To
didn't even
the
listen to this.
Lukaku
I know I
interview
said I
now.
was gonna. I didn't.
Um,
Who did you throw under the bus?
he fucking. I think he said that Bayern, Barca, and Real were the biggest clubs in the world at the moment, and if any of those teams came in for him, he'd accept it like a shot. He also told Lautaro to stay at Inter Milan, because he'd be back. And
Did he just name a bunch of teams that he would leave for?
pretty much, I think, yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Inter fans put up a banner that says, "It doesn't matter who runs away in the rain; it counts who stays in the storm." By Robert after he said that, as a "fuck you, we don't want you back" kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna show up outside his house with a beatbox.
I want you back playing on it.
Yeah. With cue cards, they'll be like, I don't care that you left.
Robbie, come back.
For good. I want you back. I want you back. Oh, that'd be a good one.
But
Yeah.
there's some absolutely insane quotes from that that interview.
It's funny though. I do find I want to put some comparison. You know that interview, right?
Yeah.
Alright, it's more mid-season than Harry Kane's early in May. You know when he did the Gary Neville thing, pretty much saying, "Oh, I'm gonna leave it all that."
Yeah.
Funny the media's going on to Lukaku compared to the Kane bandwagon here, and I feel sorry for Kane. And with Lukaku, he's kind of being perceived as a villain. They both are.
Mm.
They're not jumping to his defenses that did Harry Kane.
But at the same time, Lukaku literally only arrived at Chelsea last summer.
That is true.
Not even. Didn't he arrive like a week late? Well,
Yeah,
after
he
the season
arrived
started.
after the season started.
Yeah.
No loyalty anymore. Fuck him. Bench him.
Dean Jones, whoever he is, reported earlier that Lukaku's intention wasn't to start a push for a move away from Chelsea, and he's a bit surprised how brutal the fallout has been. We're like, well,
How?
you literally talked about how you would jump ship for these teams. But yeah, he was left out of the matchday squad yesterday against Liverpool because of it.
Not surprised. Big fan.
But yeah, it's
Was he at least having a good year?
no,
Not
he
really.
spent most
No.
of it out injured.
Hmm.
Like he was injured for a good while.
He started off good, then he got his injury.
Let me just check.
I was
his
his first game
stats.
against Arsenal. He was phenomenal.
He
Do you know who I've heard has had a shocking bad season and I'm very annoyed?
who?
Traore.
Adama?
Adama.
Yeah. Apparently hasn't scored yet.
I mean, he doesn't score an awful lot. I don't think.
Is he usually not a forward?
Well, he's kind of a winger.
He's more of a runner.
Ah.
I think though I saw reports that Spurs are interested in him again. Spurs
Traore?
and someone else. Yeah,
Ah.
I feel like Spurs
didn't even know.
constantly get linked to Adama
I
Traore.
kind of want to watch a Wolves game just to see him play. I've never actually seen a man play.
Speaking of Wolves, they won
Spurs-
1-0 against United today.
Spurs and West Ham are apparently both being linked to Adama Traore this window. So it'll be interesting to see
Jesus,
if he goes
that'd
to either
be-
of
yeah.
those. You're right though, Mike. Great result for Wolves.
It is.
Hmm.
It's a lovely finish by Moutinho.
How are they
as
doing?
well.
pull up my weekly Premier League table.
Also, Keen, just on your question about Lukaku and how well he was doing, he's had
Oh yeah.
13 Premier League appearances, 5 goals, 1 assist. 4 Champions League appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah, it's not great. It's 3.6 Rottingen. Not great, not terrible. I'm going to use that so much from now on because I just watched that clip today and it's amazing.
Fuck's sake. I don't think I have any more news.
No,
No.
it's been a slow Christmas.
It's been a slow Christmas, but we spent 25 minutes on what we decided was like not a lot of news.
Yeah, but that's 2
That's
weeks
fair.
worth of news.
Yeah, I feel like we really spread it out.
We did.
Alright, so let's move on to our main topic of discussion for the episode, which is a look forward to sporting events during 2022. And what sporting events are we really looking forward to? Cian,
Yes.
start with you, because you did your research.
Let's. Somewhat. I just did what I did the last time and looked up 2022 sports. Now, the
here
issue
comes
was,
deaths.
obviously, yeah, they couldn't put the deaths up because they haven't happened yet. It wasn't like these athletes are going to die in 2022. It's not a horoscope.
These are the deaths we predict.
Yeah, spoilers.
So you on Wikipedia again?
I was. I've taken out some of the things that I'm looking forward to, as well as one I couldn't find, but I sure was there, but I don't know. Anyway, big one, biggest every 4 years, biggest event of the year. Nobody gives a fucking flying fuck until it comes around every 4 years, and that's curling in the Winter Olympics.
The fucking
Fucking
high.
look for
thought
it.
you were going somewhere.
Absolute high.
You cannot tell me curling in the Winter Olympics is not the most exciting thing in the world. Everyone watches that shit. It's like
Pretty
cocaine.
I actually don't. And
Oh,
my
Mike.
only interaction watching curling was you attempt to play table curling. I don't even know where
Oh
it
my
was, but I
God,
have a image of
yes.
you playing table curling
Yeah.
at some point this year.
In Slane, someone brought table curling.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
that happened. That was terrible. Actually, it wasn't bad. It was better than I expected.
I can't
But that
remember
was
why
funny.
it was there. Why?
We just had a
it was
bunch of
so-
board games and someone just got it and they just left it there. And I was like, I'm not leaving without trying the table curling.
Table curling.
It was, I can't even remember. Oh, now I remember what it was. Yeah, it was like a little like matchbox thing that just kind of
Yeah.
folded out and you played on the top of it. It was actually kind of cool. Kind of want one.
Oh my god,
So,
I
yeah.
forgot to talk about Antonio Brown.
That was
Oh,
meant
yeah,
to-
we-
I was
we're
going to
gonna go
mention
back.
him in my bit and got back to Antonio Brown.
I mean, I've done my pump fake anyway about the Winter Olympics, so if we want to go back, I'm
That's
okay
fair.
with that.
So we're pointing out that the Winter Olympics is occurring from the 4th to the 20th of February in Beijing.
In Beijing, yes. It would not be synonymous with snow, but I'm
Yeah,
sure they get on.
they are also hosting the Winter Paralympics from the 4th to the 13th of March. So yeah. Antonio Brown, Mike, do you want to talk about him?
So
It's okay. We'll edit it. Put this bit
I
before,
feel-
and
I feel,
Not
I
doing
feel
any
actually,
editing.
you watched it live. Why don't you describe what happened? I found out what happened, but I
Yeah,
feel
I
you
went
just
to the
you
toilet
watched it
I
live.
came back, and the shit wall had gotten loose.
Oh boy.
You want to go on what
So-
happened and tell?
During the third quarter of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game against the New York Jets, where the Jets were surprisingly in the lead, Antonio Brown at one point was on the sideline, and there's video of Mike Evans and someone else, another player, trying to calm Antonio Brown down on the sidelines, and he's having none of it, and he
No.
starts taking off his jersey and his shoulder pads.
He
and
goes
then-
full toddler.
And then he takes off his undershirt and throws it into the crowd, and takes off his gloves and throws them into the crowd. This also is not a home game for the Bucks. That
No.
crowd is full of Jets fans. And then he runs across the end zone, giving the crowd a peace outside and trying to hype them up or something, shirtless.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of
Yeah,
security
well,
guards
he
think
was
he's a
paying.
shirtless fan, so they start to go after him, then realise it's Antonio Brown, so they decide not to go after him, and he just runs down the into the locker room and is gone. No word about it. And apparently, what I heard afterwards actually is that it was reported that Bruce Arians, the Buccaneers head coach, wanted Antonio Brown to go back into the game, and Antonio Brown said he was having an issue with his ankle or something. So Bruce Arians went, "All right, in that case, you're out. You're sitting the rest of the game," and Antonio Brown just lost it.
Yeah, like if that's true, that makes no sense.
Okay,
Or he's like,
that-
all right,
that's-
go
to be
in.
fair-
He's
that's
like,
not what
no,
I
I can't.
heard.
Okay, you're
Antonio
sitting.
Brown.
Right, what'd you hear,
Antonio
Mike?
Brown doesn't make any sense.
So this makes more sense than Antonio Brown doesn't make any sense, but more sense than Antonio Brown was.
I'm
Arians
assuming
said, you're
still
going
none.
in. Yeah, Antonio Brown, you're going in, and he's like, no, I'm not. And Bruce Arians then asked him again, saying, you're going in, and he said no. So Arians got really pissed, then fucking leave, and that's what Antonio Brown did. He left.
He didn't even just leave the pitch. There's photos of
Oh,
him
no,
standing
no.
outside the stadium waiting
for an Uber. Did
That's
you
a-
see? I haven't seen the video, but the apparent Uber driver records the entire trip.
I did.
Oh
With
my
Antonio
God.
Brown in the back. There's recordings of him in the Uber.
Fuck's sake. Man,
Like,
just a
he's
walking
just-
drama magnet.
I've
Man has,
never
yeah, he's-
seen anything like it.
Wasn't this his first game back after being suspended for having
Second.
a fake vaccination?
Second.
card? Okay,
Second
card.
game
yeah. I forgot he faked vaccination
Faked a
card.
vaccination card.
And then
Oh god. The man's just
the man needs help.
He
He
does.
is
Like,
literally a walking case of CET, and not
Yes,
anyone's doing
gee.
anything about it.
yeah.
Like that hit from Burford clearly messed that man up.
Oh, so yeah. Do you know? I can't remember the name. The doctor from that Will Smith.
Will Ferrell from Concussion, yes. Will
Yeah, Will
Smith,
Ferrell from
yeah.
Concussion. Yeah.
Will Smith.
the doctor.
a surprisingly
can't
funny
keep up, or-
film with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he would bet his medical license a couple of years ago on the fact that Antonio Brown has
Oh,
It makes sense given just the
Like,
amount of
he
shit
is
that he's
just-
been involved in.
everything he does.
Oh, it does, yeah. Like it would not, but they can't test for it till he's dead. So
So no one went to find out then.
yeah,
I don't think we condone murder
Just-
on
just
this
gotta-
show.
just gotta check the 2022 in sports deaths again.
we calling it now.
Wikipedia is updated already.
Yeah.
No, this podcast does not condone murder. But what we do condone is fuck the Chiefs.
Yes, Antonio, if you're listening, we will not kill you.
But fuck the Chiefs.
But fuck the Chiefs.
All right, let's go back to what we were talking about. The sporting events of 2022. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait. So, do you watch any of the Winter Olympics? Do you have any sports you enjoy watching in the Winter Olympics?
not particularly, to be honest. I don't
Yeah,
really pay,
bobsleigh, that's about it.
I don't really pay a huge
That's
amount of attention to the Winter Olympics. To be fair, though,
Yeah,
I don't really pay a huge amount of attention to the normal Olympics either.
the normal Olympics. They're like genuinely two of my favorite events. I love Olympics, any kind. And the one event to watch aside from the obvious of the curling is I think they still have it. I think it's called ski cross. And I randomly found this sport about, I don't know, 3 or 4 Winter Olympics ago, just randomly watching it. And it's essentially like not downhill skiing, but it's like they do it on skiing and snowboarding, and it's like a really hilly skiing track that goes up and down, but full contact. And
Oh.
it's first over the line wins.
That's
And
pretty solid.
it is. Yeah. It's great.
All right, I'm gonna watch that. Without a doubt, I'm gonna watch that. But no, the only Olympics I pay attention to are Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Ooh,
Oh,
cracker. Absolute cracker.
What a
Wario cheats. All I'm
Oh, wait, how
saying.
do you beat Wario? How do you beat Wario?
All I'm saying.
All right, what else? Okay, so the one that I'm most looking forward to this year.
I knew you go next.
Obviously, I'll go next because I called this, and then Mike came on late because he forgot it was a
Yeah.
Monday. I went, "Oh, I'll take this," and I was like, "Fuck off! No, you won't."
This is how I felt when I had and stayed up to watch the Copa America final, and then you went
Oh,
and
yeah.
just took it off me. I went,
Tough
tough
shit.
luck.
Shit.
All right, we're starting a coup. Apparently, getting rid of Oshie.
Oh,
Off you
sorry.
go.
I don't see either of you offering to record and upload this shit.
I
Hey, it's
mean,
not
yeah.
shit.
I do
I
a
don't think
lot
my
of work
laptop
on a
can handle
Tuesday
it.
afternoon to get this going.
Is that not just you watching YouTube going, come on,
Oh,
upload?
that's actually a nightmare. I don't know why YouTube takes so long. But anyway, the World Cup
Yes,
in Qatar.
that we are boycotting.
Yes, we're
Yes,
boycotting. So I
boycotting.
don't know why you're looking forward to it. If we're boycotting it.
From the 21st to the 18th of December. The Premier League has to take a break for it because,
Wait,
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
it's in the winter.
Yeah, 21st of November.
Yes.
Okay, because you said 21st to the 18th of December, and I was sitting there in my head going, how does that work? I was like, is it to the 18th of January? I was like, no, that doesn't make any
It
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Sorry.
It's
I was
I
just
got it straight
clarifying.
away.
Quite good.
I
I
got
yeah,
it straight away.
It's quite clear when you
assume
say
Mike-
it out loud.
I assume Mike already knew.
I mean,
I was just clarifying because I was confused.
Okay.
yes, it's actually taking part in -3 days. Just so.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So beforehand, before the World Cup, we have the World Cup qualifiers,
Playoffs.
the playoffs. Yes, that's what I meant. Which should be interesting. The semi-finals, as we all know, are Wales, Austria, and Scotland v Ukraine.
Yes, as we all know. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it should be a really interesting tournament. I think Italy are going to do very well again because I believe they've kept most of their team from the Euros, even though it's an old team. I think there's still a ton of good
It's
players
only
in there.
a year and a half
Yeah,
between, so it's not a big
Yeah,
rotation.
true.
and they're
I
still
was saying
playing
that
top
when-
level football.
When Ocean was talking about the World Cup, and I was like, yeah, that never crossed my head because my head went, all right, we had the Euros last year, so there's no big football tournaments this year. I completely forgot the World Cup was on.
I think it
Be
should be a
interesting
good
to
one.
have it in the winter now.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about that. Having all the leagues
Just means
take
then it's a
break
year and a
from it.
half till the next Euros.
That is true. And it means that it's literally football, football, football. You go Premier League, World Cup, Premier League, boom.
Football, more
Listen,
football, followed
football,
by-
more football.
Pretty great. Mike, what have you got then?
Well, I guess I'll take with the first biggest sporting event of the year. Playoffs. NFL.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
They start.
I mean,
they're
They
not
don't
the
exist.
first
What are you
sporting
talking
event
about?
of the year, but go on.
That first major.
Bit
darts.
disrespectful to
Go on.
AFCON, but go on.
Afghan. When's Afghan start? Next.
Next week, I think.
Is it? I
Yeah.
assumed that was in
Is it next
February.
week?
No, it's not because the
got
players
that
have all
up in
left their
here.
clubs now.
Oh, it is, yeah, 9th of January to
Yeah.
6th of February. Yeah.
So, no need to be so
Cameroon.
inconsiderate, Mike.
Well, no, Mike hates Africa.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
And we're cancelled.
I mean, we're all
Bit
thinking it.
extreme. I mean, I was, but I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
I wasn't.
But anyway,
Right,
Mike, go
well.
on. The first sporting event that matters to you, NFL playoffs. Go on.
If it helps,
Are the
yeah, I
NFL
am more
playoffs?
excited for the Africa Cup of Nations than I am for the playoffs.
That's because you're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
You're not
well,
even completely out of the playoffs.
Yeah, not completely out, but I have lost all in every
No,
game.
they're out. They can't. I tried to. But I
No,
can't see
okay.
that they. Is there?
Yeah, if we win tonight and win against the Bengals and then the Colts lose to the Jags, I'm pretty sure we have the tiebreakers and get, because of the fact that neither the Raiders and Chargers play each other, they both can't win, only one of them can win, and the Patriots are in. And I don't know how the other tiebreakers work, the other teams will be at it, but I think we technically, it all comes down to the Jags beating the Colts, which,
Let's go, Trevor.
yeah, pretty much. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the playoffs should be interesting.
Fuck the playoffs.
We're almost
49ers
finished.
Just need a. I
Clinched
think
it.
They just need a win.
Did you not? You not
No,
qualify?
because the Saints won. Do you remember?
Ah,
they were
yes,
they were
Keith.
supposed to be 8
Considered
points down because Keith,
Yes.
but he
Yes.
was wrong and they were 8 points up.
That's just me reading it wrong.
'Cause he's a prick. Uh, so we're not actually guaranteed a playoff spot yet.
Right.
But anywho, Kean, what else have you got?
Let me have a look here. Oh yeah, this is what I've read about recently that I'm actually genuinely quite interested in. Well, there's two. You've got the big World Athletic Championships at the end of the year, the outdoor one that happens every 2 years. So that's all fun and all that. And you have what's his face coming back, Carter, who won the last World Championships, but I think was disqualified, couldn't play in the Olympics. I don't know, I can't remember. But aside from that, the bit that I'm more excited for is the World Indoors, which happen on the 18th to 20th of March. Because they run the 60 meters indoors apart as opposed to the 100 meters. And there's a Chinese fella, Su Bingxian, something like that, that's how you pronounce it.
Nailed it. Go on.
And he made the finals of the Olympic 100 meters. Yeah, and he's from a region that most people say can't sprint well because they're not as tall and they don't have long limbs from East Asia. He's actually doing quite well, but in that Olympic final, he set the fastest ever 60-meter time in the 100-meter race, faster than the 60-meter world record. So I'm intrigued to see if he can actually pull off and win the 60 meters world championships. Because Carter, as I think his name's Carter, he won the last World Indoors, and he's back again for the indoors this year. So there's a lot of talk about him winning a big sprinting title for China, which I don't think they've ever really done. So I'm intrigued by this.
That'd be a huge result for them.
Taking place in Belgrade.
Ooh,
Lovely part of the world.
ooh, exciting. Let's see. Well, we all know Mike won't choose it, so I'm going to go with AFCON.
I was actually going to say it next, but
Sure
Yeah,
you
great
were.
point that
Sure
I'm
you
not.
were.
that I'm not.
Yeah, AFCON is starting this Sunday. Pretty exciting.
Is it always this early, or because in my head it's a February thing?
No, I'm pretty sure it's always January. It finishes
Maybe it's just because
on
the
the
finals
6th of
of
February.
February.
Yeah, the final is the 6th of February,
Mm.
which is a Sunday. Sunday the 6th. What date's the Super Bowl, actually? Just, completely irrelevant.
Sunday
Just
the
had that
6th.
open, and
Is it also Sunday the 6th, yeah?
Yeah.
What a sporting day that is, huh? The AFCON final and the Super Bowl on Sunday the 6th.
There's my last two picks taken right off me, Oshin.
You can't go playoffs and Super Bowl, Mike. They're the
Yeah,
same
no,
thing.
they are the same
You
thing.
went
Super Bowl.
Olympics, and then you said eventually the Olympics, and then go indoor.
Indoors, not
That's
the-
they're completely
There's-
different. Yeah, they're
World Cup
A,
and
the Winter
African
Olympics.
artists.
Sorry, what was that,
Sorry.
Mike?
That's-
Just because
yes.
they're the
World
same
Cup and the
sport,
African
they're
Cup Nations
different
are the same.
tournaments.
I mean, they
They're
don't even
different
run in the Winter
events.
Olympics.
No.
They don't run in the Winter Olympics, Mike. So
Playoff
there's
and Super Bowl are two different things.
They're not.
Super Bowls. They are.
You're a fucking moron. But anyway,
All right, my next bit of events: the World Cup final
I mean,
taking place.
yeah,
in Qatar.
I'm actually going to take the World Cup round of 16 as my
That's
my
your
next.
next big one.
Bowl's a separate event.
Anyway, AFCON. Back to AFCON. I think Senegal could do it. From my admittedly limited knowledge of African football, Senegal seem to have a good
Ivory
team.
Coast still have an insane team.
I'm actually not sure. I kind of want
I
Nigeria.
doubt it, but I
Does
remember
anyone
they
remember
used
the
to have a
Nigerian
massive one.
2018 World Cup jersey? That was incredible.
Oh, maybe.
It was a fantastic jersey.
I feel like we talked
Um,
about it at the time.
Probably.
I say Nigeria is usually good. If I
Yeah.
know my African teams. And then I believe Cameroon won it last, so I put them up as contenders again.
Ivory Coast
And
do
a
have a
current-
very good team, actually.
Isn't the Africa Cup of Nations every time it's like, okay, Cameroon should win, but then Egypt just win?
Egypt have
That
been
seems
one
to
in a
happen a
while.
lot.
Yeah, Egypt, I don't
Really?
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I used to watch football, they used to seem to win it. They definitely won 3 or 4 in a row, like, or 3 out of like 4 or 5 or something. They definitely won a lot when they shouldn't. This is back when, before Salah, when they legitimately were shit. And Cameroon and Ivory Coast were quite good, and none of them could get the job done. Egypt kept winning.
Fair enough.
Definitely happened for a period.
Um,
Does Mo Salah go into this?
he is.
He
Yeah,
is.
he's gone to Egypt, the Egyptian
Mm.
squad.
I mean, it's cool and all that, Liverpool have a couple of very good Africans, but it just means that they're just going to be out them for a month. Not ideal.
Yeah, we're missing
Three.
Keita, Salah, and
Sané
Mane.
as well, I assume.
Mane.
Oh, that's the one. I think I may have mixed 2 players up together there. Never mind me.
Who was it? Interesting enough,
Algeria won last.
while we're at it,
AFCON. by the way.
and I give props to Morocco. They stand firm and not picking Hakim Ziyech in their squad, who didn't
Well-
go play the qualifiers.
Spot on
Class.
then, to be fair.
Yeah, he
100%.
did play the qualifiers and said, I'm staying with Chelsea to play. So they went, well, we're not going to pick you now.
I respect that. Yeah, Egypt
Okay.
are the most successful team. Okay, that makes sense.
Cameroon won in 2017, Mike. Algeria won in 2019,
Who are they?
beating
Oh.
Senegal 1-0 in the final. So yeah, could be good. I'm gonna say Senegal to do it. That's my prediction. Anyway, Mike.
I'll take Six Nations.
All right.
And hope to God we
Which code of
can't-
rugby is it, Mike?
union.
Okay,
Not
just
like I'm not like Ushy that didn't know the difference.
I always get them mixed up. That's such is life. I'm gonna take Ireland, England in the Six Nations in my next round. Apparently, it's a fucking.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
fair.
it. I'm taking
Fair,
Italy,
fair.
France. I don't know why, but I love Italy, France. It's always a fun one. I'm actually quite excited for this because I haven't really paid attention to rugby lately. And the new 50-20 kick seems to be more so should be good.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to rugby in I don't know how long, to be honest. Not.
Yeah.
I
Don't
pay
think I watched
attention.
any of the
I
last
kind
Six
of pay
Nations.
attention to the Six Nations usually, but I.
Did you not follow any of the autumn series?
I meant to watch some, but I just checked the results. I didn't actually watch any of it.
I watched a few.
The only following of the
Mm.
autumn series I did was listening to people discuss it on our podcast after the games.
That's fair.
Pretty much it. But yeah, the Six Nations is usually good fun. So, yeah. Who do you think's going to win it, Mike?
I like to say we have a good shout, but I don't know. We seem to have a horrible habit of every time we have expectations they're at the highest, we plummet down really, really
Oh,
hard.
100%, yeah.
And I feel we had a very good autumn international, and it's just going to be so much expectations and just going to crash and burn.
That's very fair.
But I'm going to go with us. I'm going to stay optimistic and go with us.
Did I tell you about that ad that got banned on the BBC for the Six Nations? The greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No.
No.
This must have been 10 years ago, maybe a bit more. And BBC ran an ad for the Six Nations, and it had segments of all the countries except for England, and it just had yelling England, and then the bit at the end said, "Sometimes it's not who you support, it's who you hate that unites you." And yeah, a lot of English people complained.
I mean, not wrong though.
No, not
He's
at all,
not
not
wrong.
even a little bit. Oh, it's glorious. I think it was BBC that ran it. Dead RT would do something like that, but it was just so fucking funny.
Feels like a very Paddy Power kind of ad.
Maybe it was them actually who did it. I can't remember where I saw it, but I remember seeing it in the thing that it had complaints because it's really funny.
All right. Let's do. We said 2 more rounds. Do people have 2 more events that they want to discuss?
Yeah, I kind of got through most of what I've had.
Okay, do we want to go one more round then?
Okay. I'll attempt one more.
Alright, Cian. Start us off
Fuck
on
it, I
the
didn't think you
final
were going to
round.
start with me.
Well, to be fair, that's the order we've been going the whole way. It's been you, me, Mike.
Alright. Hang on. Okay. The 2022 World Under 23 Wrestling Championships. Big fan. Yep.
Solid. Alright then. Who's gonna win it all, Cian?
Italy. Even though I don't think his team is probably good in Italy.
Just some Italian.
Some Italian lad, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna pick the Women's Euro 2022 Championships, which are being held in England in July.
Ooh, intriguing.
Northern Ireland have qualified for the first time.
Fair play. Big fan.
Actually, don't know if I can't remember if we're in it. Northern Ireland are in the same group as Wales, actually, as well, which is interesting. I feel like we are in it. Are we? Oh, hold on. This is qualifiers. No, never mind.
For fuck's sake.
I picked the wrong thing. That makes more sense. Yeah, no, we're not in it. We're not in it. Ignore me. Northern Ireland are in the same group as England, which is interesting. I think England have a good team though. From again the
Right.
little I know of women's football, I believe England have a decent enough team.
Yeah, that was seem to be good.
Their group is Austria, Northern Ireland, and someone else that I can't think of. Norway. Nailed it. Austria, Northern Ireland, and Norway. So yeah, they'll be hoping to do well, especially given that they are hosting the tournament. They'll be hoping for a good showing.
Oh yeah. For some reason I thought you meant Northern Ireland were hosting it, and I was like,
No.
what?
England.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Mike, last one.
Okay, here we go. May 18th, 2022, Sevilla, Spain. We'll all remember where we are that day when Sheriff win the Europa League final.
The
What are
So
you
they
down
were
right
doing
now?
when they hammer Barcelona in the final, 5-2.
You did say they would dominate, Keane.
I did say that.
I mean, you said
And I
they'd
stand by
dominate,
it
but you
until
also
the
said
next round.
Barcelona would win. So
Yeah, yeah.
Ferran Torres will still be waiting to register.
It'll just be like halftime in the extra time. Be like, well, that's fair. And Torres' music.
they got it registered so late.
There, Divock Origi just comes on and scores streamers with 10 minutes to go.
Oh man. Barcelona get a Vietnam flashbacks as
Corners
Divock
taken quickly.
Origi comes on for Sheriff.
Yeah.
All in all, it's going to be an exciting sporting year. In
Yeah.
my opinion. There's some good.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, there's some good events going on. Very
And
promising.
let's hope sporting events continue.
Yes, that's fair. I mean, no need to
Yeah.
be a downer, Mike. Fucking hell.
We should
wonder
do this.
why.
We should take a list of all the things we said and see how many of them are cancelled.
Yes.
We should have a scoreboard.
That'll be our next roundup. We talked about this at the start of the year, but it was cancelled. All right. Anyone else got any final thoughts before we finish up?
Yeah.
No.
I was just going to say the logo for the women's Euros. Banger. Big fan of the
I
logo.
haven't actually seen it.
It's quite cool. Worth a look.
Where'd you find it?
So, Wikipedia.
That's a fair point. That is actually pretty solid.
Mm. It's got like an English red and blue thing going on. It's very. I don't know what the correct term is. Like, I'd say futuristic. It's just kind of out there. It's cool. I like it.
It is pretty cool. I'm
Thumbs up.
a fan. Should be good. Alright. We'll leave it there, so. Unless, Mike, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes.
Oh,
Alright. In that case, fuck the system. Feed the
death comes to
algorithm.
us all.
And death comes to us all.
And fuck you, Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep
the
forgetting about
Chiefs.
fuck the system every week, and then she just all right, and then fuck the system.
Fuck the system. Fuck the system is a classic.
We
It
clear.
is.